What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. Today, I've got an electric bike I'd like to review for you. This is my brand new Mokwheel Obsidian ST in a beautiful blue color. So here it is. This is my Mokwheel Obsidian ST in a gorgeous, gorgeous blue color. I've got this in 4K. Hopefully you can see how beautiful this high metallic light blue. It's like a frost blue, really is. Gorgeous bike. Guys, this is a 26x4 fat tire bike, top speed of 28 miles an hour, 750 watt motor, 1300 watts peak, 105 newton meters of torque, up to 80 miles of range, a payload capacity of 560 pounds, and this does have a torque and a cadence sensor. This bike is currently on sale. This is normally over $3,000. Current sale price today, $1,899.99. Get it while the getting is good, guys, because it probably won't be on sale forever. Now, this thing has hydraulic brakes. We have nice grips, ergonomic grips on the handlebars. I love to see this. Believe it or not, it makes a difference, guys. Having a place to rest your palms and a little gel grip right here. I don't know if you can see that is gel. This is premium. Right here, again, nice big hydraulic brakes. You have an adjustable front suspension with lockout if you want it. Then you have an adjustable suspension right here as well. Of course, adjustable seat. You have a headlight. You have these, you know, they're better than nothing, but I'll be the first to admit, these are kind of gimmicky. I don't know if you have to hold it or you just push it, and it's got a little USB port, I guess, for charging the little light. It's probably just needing to be charged, but yeah, it's not a brake light. It's just a, you know, just a little light that sits back there. Whatever, that's fine. Articulating rear suspension here. Here's your big old motor, 1300 watts peak and a 750 watts nominal. And you've got a charge port that sits right there. And yes, the battery does come out if you wanted to swap it out or if you wanted to replace it. The key is right here, and it releases with this tab. The battery will drop right out from the bottom, but you can charge it in the frame. This does have an 8-speed Shimano gear set on it right here. This is your Shimano Altus, pretty common on just about every bike I review anymore. This is nice. This is a premium looking bike, guys, and I have ridden it. I have ridden it about 1 mile, so not enough to get a great feel for it, but enough to have a pretty good idea of what this bike is all about. Because I live on some of these horrible roads, this is a great place to test out these bikes. So I've got the tires deflated to about 13 PSI. It says that you can inflate them up to 20. So I think 13 is a nice, happy place. We do have fenders, which is great for these rocky environments as well. If you don't want to get beat to death by loose rocks, this is great. I love the ride quality of the bike so far, but why don't we talk about that when we get on the road? You have your thumb selector right here for taking off. You have a nice color LCD screen right here. Your shifter, this is nice too. You have a thumb shifter right here, and then you can use your index finger to shift the other direction. So this goes down, this goes up. Really nice, convenient, very ergonomic. You have a power button here. You hold that for a few seconds. It's going to be hard to see in this bright light out here, but it says hello. Well, hello to you too. It says trip. We have the pedal assist mode, and we have the time that it's been running. You have your speedometer right here, and then I'm assuming these are battery level indicators on the sides. I really don't know. I don't read instructions. I just jump on these bikes and I go, and I tell you how it is as we go through it. We have a button for your headlight right here. It gives you a headlight indicator lamp there, and the headlight should be on. Really nice dual projectors there. It's honestly a pretty bright headlight, and you can turn it off. You have a horn, which is plenty loud, and then pedal assist up all the way to 5, pedal assist down all the way to 0, meaning you pedal it yourself. I always turn them up to max, man. I don't play around. Just pedal assist 5. We're going to get on this thing and go. It does say that it's in eco mode. Because I haven't read the instructions, I have no idea how to get it out of eco mode, so we're just going to ride it as it is, and we're going to see how this thing does. We've got a bit of riding to do through here, do a little bit of off-road to see how it does off-road as well. Then we're going to take it up a couple of big hills, ride it around the neighborhoods, turn around and come back, and we'll have our final thoughts. Don't worry, I'm not going to have you looking at my ugly mug the whole time. So from a dig, I'm a 220-pound 5'11" and a half. You can call me 6 foot if you want. I'm not pedaling. Takes off really strong. Brakes. Comes to a stop pretty damn quick too. Now from a dig, hit it. It's not going to launch you off the bike. Okay, it's kind of a nice linear takeoff, very gradual, comfortable. The bike itself, the suspension, phenomenal. This thing is very comfortable. This is like, it's like a Cadillac of e-bikes. All right, it is. Now I'm off-road. The suspension, this road sucks. Like, I'm literally on dirt, and you hear my voice, it's barely shaking. The suspension on this is absolutely magnificent. Let me turn you around so you can see what I'm talking about. This is what I'm riding on. I mean, this is awful. This is really, really bad. Let's go through it again so you guys can see what I'm talking. This is what I'm traveling down while I'm talking to you on the video, and you can hear in my voice just, this is really nothing, man. This bike handles this like nobody's business. I'm already in love with it. I'm already in love with it. Like I said, I rode it. Here's a, oh, should I do this? Let's do it. Oh, wow. Yeah, okay. And we made it. We made it. Oh, we're sliding. We're sliding. That's all right. Oh, man. It has been a while since I've been out here riding bikes. So forgive me. I'm probably going to fall and I'll probably hurt myself doing this, but that's okay. All in the name of making a bike review video, right? This thing's pretty sick, guys. Like, I thought we were going to crash by now. I really did. And you know what? So far, she's handled it pretty damn good. This is going to get dicey. We're sliding around a little bit. That's all right. That's all right. That's what we're here to do, man. We're here to do a bike review, which means a little bit of on-road, off-road, and just about everything in between. What is back here? Hold up. I didn't know this was here. What is this? Do we have a new place to play? Oh, man. Tell me there's a place to jump back here. Oh, wow. That took me for a ride. I'm doing almost 20 miles an hour. We are kicking ass and taking names. I didn't know this was back here. This is freaking awesome. Oh, wow. Yeah, okay. This is cool, man. It's like somebody came back here and cut some trails, man. This did not used to be here. Oh, man, this is a great place. Oh, I felt that one. I felt that one. Oh, damn. All right, you got me. You got me. Oh, my goodness. All right. That's enough. That's enough off-road testing for me. Oh, my goodness. So one of the things I probably should have mentioned earlier, you hear the horn honking? That's because the thumb shifter and the horn, they're right next to each other. It's super easy to tap the horn and not meet it. But one of the things I should have mentioned, the seat on this, freaking amazing. Super cushy, super soft. Feels great. Between the suspension and this thick seat, it has taken a lot of what I would have otherwise going through that. I'm telling you, I would have broken my tailbone on most other bikes. This thing, with its hydraulic brakes, powerful motor, this thing handles like nobody's business. Let's take it on the road, see how it does. All right, I like to use the brakes to hold my weight here. Yep, there it goes. And it stops going down a hill with me on it. That's pretty impressive. The hydraulic brakes are incredible. Again, not a whole lot of torque, but it's got plenty of power. It's not all about torque, so thumb throttle alone, it's maintaining 21.3 miles an hour. And that looks like that's all it's going to do. Now, I am in 8th gear, so if I start pedaling, I'll bet we'll be able to bring up the top. Yeah, here we go. You got to pedal. If you want to get the full speed out of it, you got to pedal. 27, 28, and that's where we're capped at. 29. We hit 29. 29, almost 30. No, it's not going to do 30. 30. We hit 30. We hit 30. We did it. We did it. We're at 30. And that's all she's going to do. 30.2. That's all she's going to do, 30 miles an hour. That's all you get. All right, but you got to pedal, period. If you're going to be lazy and you're gonna be on the thumb throttle, the best you're gonna get is 20 miles an hour out of this. All right, I'm holding the thumb throttle. It's not doing anything. It's just slowing down. Let's see how it does going up this hill. This is a really big hill. Obviously, we're gonna do some pedaling here. 27, 28, 27, 26, 25, 25, 26. All right, we held 25 miles an hour going up that hill. That is damn impressive. Damn impressive. Especially for a single motor bike. And we're cruising. I mean, I'm doing some pretty good pedaling, but I'm not exerting myself. 28, 29 miles an hour, not a problem. This bike will get you some exercise if you want it. Or if you want to be lazy, you just let off, hit the thumb throttle, cruise around 25 miles or 20 miles an hour all day long. Here we go, we're back down to 20, and the motor kicks in again. Woo! I'm gonna tell you something, that's the most exercise I've had in a while, guys. It's good for me. This is good for me. I can't recommend it enough. These e-bikes are great for a multitude of reasons, but one of the reasons I love them so much is because you don't have to pedal. If you're like me and you get out and you give it the beans and then you realize you made a mistake, you know, like you might get 3-4 miles in on a regular bike and be like, oh no, I'm exhausted, I can't do it, I can't make it back. You know, I ain't gonna make it 5 miles home. Well, that's okay. You can go out and have the time of your life on this bike, and if you overdo it and you get tired, don't sweat it, man. Literally, just hit the thumb throttle and go home. You don't have to pedal anymore. It's great in case you get tired or in case you're just plain lazy. You can use it to get around at pretty decent speeds, pretty damn comfortably too. This is no BS. And by the way, they don't pay me for these reviews, guys. I don't collect any money from these bike companies ever for doing these reviews. These are all mine. I get the bikes and that's it. And I get to tell you exactly what I think of, for better or for worse. And if I get a bad one, I'm gonna tell you, but I'm here to tell you right now, this was solid, man. It is a well-built bike. I had to just kind of stop and take a break. Let me show you guys what I'm looking at here. We take a look at this. There's some deer out there. You guys can't see them, but there's some deer out there. Just a bunch of beautiful wilderness, trees, just a bunch of grass. Absolutely gorgeous out here, man. I love these e-bikes. All right, I really do. I don't get out on them enough. I really should. I just don't have the time. And isn't that the excuse we all use? We don't have the time. Maybe it's time we start making some time and go out and do some of these things that we might actually enjoy. This is a lot of fun. If you've never done it before, go get yourself an e-bike, man. I'm going to put a link to this directly below the video because I love this thing. I think this is a great pick. It's definitely powerful enough to get you where you need to go. And it's definitely versatile. And the payload capacity, over 500 pounds. Most people should have no problems riding this bike. All right, thumb throttle only. We're going up a big hill. We're at almost 20. Yeah, this thing's got plenty of power. Not a problem. Yeah, 19.5 and the motor just cut off. Yeah, it'll go up a hill, no problem. And again, you know, I'm not a small guy, but I don't consider myself to be a big guy either. 220 pounds. I'd say it's pretty average, especially for an American. All right, guys. Well, we made it all the way here through the neighborhood. Now it's back to the hacienda. And we'll hit these hills again. It's kind of like a stress test. Also gives me an idea of where the battery's at too. So let's see if this guy's gonna go. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. There you go. There you go. See? Besides, I'd rather be behind that person than in front of them anyway, you know what I mean? Keep it kind of on the side of the road here. We got a big hill coming up here. And I'm only thumb throttling it this time, guys. We'll see how it does. We're at 20 miles an hour. I don't expect it's going to change much. Yeah, 20. And we're going up 19, 20. Yeah, all right. So it could absolutely climb hills at 20 miles an hour. No problems. Ow! Something just stuck me in my butt. Oh, stickers. Oh, great. Where did that go? I must have kicked up some stickers. That's another great thing about these bikes with the fat tires. They got really thick tires and really thick inner tubes. So running over thorns and stickers, which you're going to do if you take these things off-road, they can generally handle them with no problem at all. Now, I was about to tell you one of the other things I really like about this bike is how quiet it is. Some of them can be pretty loud, and honestly, it's not that big of a deal to me. It's a bike, you know, it's not supposed to be whisper quiet, but this one, we're doing a full 20 miles an hour right now, guys, and the bike is very, very quiet. No rattling, and the brakes, listen. Brakes are whisper quiet as well. This is good quality bike right here. And you know, earlier I mentioned how great those gel reinforced hand grips were. I'm telling you, man, if you've gone off-road jumping things as much as I've been doing here in the last few minutes, you come to realize pretty quick how important a nice cushy seat, a good quality suspension, and some really nice handlebar grips really are. All right, we made it back. We've gone almost 5 miles now since I started, and battery is doing excellent. I'm very happy to report that with all of the thumb throttling that I've been doing, I've been running this thing mostly off of the just the thumb and the motor with almost no assist from me. Battery's doing very, very well. I'm not sure that 80 miles is realistic under most circumstances. It'll vary greatly depending on weather and what pedal assist mode you're on, whether you're assisting or not, or if you're just lazy like me using the thumb throttle. But I don't see any reason why, even if you're super lazy and you just hold the thumb throttle down all the time, run this thing flat out 20 miles an hour, I really don't see any reason you couldn't get at least 25, maybe 30 miles easy. I'm being very, very conservative optimist. I'm being very conservative with that number. I would say no problem getting an easy 25, 30 miles out of this on throttle alone, maxed out. I wouldn't hesitate, not for a minute. Again, here we are, 20 miles an hour. There's a Cadillac Alante. Whoa, that's something you don't see every day. Anyway, I'm doing 20 miles an hour on really loose, dusty gravel and dirt. It's not a problem. I don't feel uncomfortable. I don't feel concerned at all. In fact, I feel more concerned going slow than I do going fast. The faster I go, the more confident I feel on this thing, which is kind of crazy. It's kind of backwards, right? It feels good. It's a great riding bike. This is one I can definitely put my name behind, and I can recommend to you guys because you've seen me do it. I'm out here. I'm riding on some of the worst conditions. These are probably things that most of you would not be taking your bike down. Let's be real, the majority of people are going to be riding these bikes in suburbia. Nice paved city streets, very rare, maybe in the park. Very rarely are you going to be going like seriously off-roading like we took this thing today. Handled all of it with grace and ease. And I think we're right about to hit the 5 mile mark. We're at 4.9. I just want to hit 5. I just want to hit that 5. And then we're going to call this video a wrap. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Mokwheel Obsidian ST on sale now for almost 50% off. I don't know how much longer this is going to be on sale for, but I'm here to tell you, you should probably jump on it before the sale ends. This thing is an absolutely magnificent bike. I was more than impressed with it. It delivered way more than I expected, honestly. Thank you very much to Mokwheel for sending another really amazing product to us. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the thumbs up button. And if you want to get one of these for yourself, I will put a link directly below this video. I highly recommend you go check them out. And don't complain about bike reviews on the channel. You're not missing any of my regular videos, all right? I'm not going to interrupt the regularly scheduled programming, but things like this actually do help support the channel a lot, and those of you that watch are equally important for helping to support the channel. So thank you to all of you for watching this video. Thanks again to Mokwheel. I will catch you guys very soon in the next one.